is a school administrator. Um, to introduce you this way, it's gonna be so different. I got Dr. Talisha Kelly. Am I right?
You're right.
All right. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. So I'm Talisha Kelly, and like she said, I'm an administrator. Been an administrator now since 2014, and loving every moment of it.
All right. So I know that. Let's skip that. Let's give a background of yourself first. Tell us a little bit about like where you're from and how you got into teaching and like what drew you to that.
So I'm from the Lou, St. Louis, Missouri, the 314.
And
And I just wanted to be a teacher from when I was a little girl. So, like, I would be in my room and I'd take my stuffed animals, my teddy bears, my little chalkboard, and I would set it up like it was a school and I would teach my stuffed animals. So, like, I knew I wanted to give back and I wanted to teach as a little kid. And probably in third grade, that was the best time for me. I had a teacher. Her name was Miss Kelly. No relation to her. She is not my mother. But I was going to school in Parkway, so it was a predominantly white school, and I was being bused with the whole program where they bust Black kids out to the white schools to get us into like the, white schools and get us better educations. So just like having her as a teacher, she was so loving. She didn't let anybody like mess with us. She took good care of us, and I just loved how she loved on us as a teacher. That's what made me want to get into it. So my first gig teaching was a third grade teacher, and I was Miss Kelly teaching third grade, just like my inspiration.
wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you say that because I remember like y'all, a little background of our relationship. When I was a little kid, like I used to be like Talisha's little shadow when I was a kid. So I remember when grandma would like drop you off to go to school, like, you know what I'm saying, like that was a pivotal part of like my little toddler life, dropping you off to school. Like, do you think being a part of that program and like not going to school like in the county where we were from, do you think that like played a part into like your perception of like education, the type of education that you got?
Yeah, most definitely. Because when I left from the schools in West County and had a better education, and then I came back to a school like in the Riverview district, probably shouldn't put names out there, but I just realized like it was totally different. Like education was more fast paced. They were learning above and beyond, but the schools in the predominantly Black areas, they were behind. So like, for example, I think it was earth science when I was in 8th grade. And when I got to high school in the Black area, they were like, oh, we're going to put you in earth science. I'm like, no, I already took that. So I ended up doing like advanced classes when I got to a predominantly Black school, because I already took so much of that stuff in the white schools where they were preparing us better.
Right. It sounds like I'm gonna have you back for a whole different conversation. Because that's a whole nother door to walk through, because I do feel like the types of schools that we come from definitely make a difference in our preparation for life, and just how we think and our like brain development and things like that. And I think sometimes in some of the schools that we come from, there is a bit of a disparity in how we're prepared, for the world. And I think it plays a role in how we, stand afterward. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole.
Right.
That's a whole nother